everyone, Battle Osprey 23 here. In today's video, we are back on Grow a Garden for the Bee Swarm event. This is basically a rip-off Bee Swarm simulator, but I ain't gonna complain. Anyway, so I actually got on the update this morning and I got myself 30 honey, which is enough for us to actually, I want to trade my honey because the best strategy is buy the bee eggs before anything else, because then you don't need to wait an hour for the bee swarm event. You can actually just get the bees normally. So let's pull out my bee egg and let's head back to my garden, and I have made big changes to my garden since the last video. Oh, max pet eggs reached, come on. Oh, the event shop has restocked and it is now I have max pets. This is what all my days. Alright, so there's a bee swarm now. So the bees will come out the hive and come to your garden and pollinate your fruits. Oh look, there's a bee going back into the hive. There you go. So he will pollinate all of your fruits, and then you can trade in those pollinated fruits at the honey machine, and then at the honey machine you can get honey currency, which you can buy the bee egg and other stuff like that. Alright, since we want to place down the bee egg, we actually need to get rid of some pets, so we're gonna have to say goodbye to some pets. Do I really need a hedgehog? No, I don't need a hedgehog. They suck. Alright, I want to sell this. Alright, and do I really need a silver monkey? No, I don't really need a silver monkey. Do I really need a hedgehog? No, I don't really need a hedgehog. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm just selling pets up. So now I can get out the bee egg and I can place it down in my plot that I have cleared up for my facts, right? So that I've cleared up for today's update, because today's update is bee themed, so it's might as well get these two plots bee themed. I've also made some drastic changes. My entrance looks very nice now. I have the Twilight crates, one Blood Moon crate item, and I have some other arches here. I have my fences with my Celesta berries and Moon Mango. Over here I have my Pride, my Candy Blossom. This is my Pride and Joy. And here when you walk in, I have a footpath and I have all of my gnomes. Some of my favorites are the Sleepy Gnome, Noob Gnome, and Bacon Gnome. Anyway, so now that we have some pollinated fruit, we can now go ahead and, so we need our egg to grow, we need our egg to grow faster, and in order to do that, we need to get a good team. So I'm going to pick up all of my kits, and I'm going to replace them with kiwis. So, blood kiwi, blood kiwi, blood kiwi, and another kiwi. How many do we have? That's 4 out of 5. So we can place down one more kiwi. There we go. So now our egg should hopefully be growing way more faster when these kiwis come along. Fun fact, I'm from New Zealand, so it's really good that finally our little country is getting mentioned in such a big video game, and especially how this game broke the record again this week with 11.7 million active players. It's now the third most popular game ever, Grow a Garden, on its own. Not even just Roblox in general, just Grow a Garden, which is crazy to think about. That half of Roblox is Grow a Garden. Half of the people playing Roblox play Grow a Garden. That is actually crazy to think about. But let's head over to the middle, because I have collected up some pollinated fruits and we can hand it in at the middle to try and get some more honey. Oh, there goes the bees to my garden and to Cotton Bud's farm. Alright, and now it just restocked, so let's actually see what I can trade for here. I can get another bee egg if I'm interested. I can get honeycomb, bee chair, honey walkway. What else can I get? I can get a flower seed pack. What's in this? Rose, foxgloves, lilacs, pink lilies, purple dahlia, and sunflowers. Okay, I'm going to buy one of these flower seed packs and let's see what we get. Flower seed packs. Flower seed packs. Alright, here it is. The moment of truth. What will be our first ever flower? It's a foxglove. Not bad. Let's see what rarity that one is. That is... I want to trade honey. That one is the second rarest. No, I mean second most common, so it's not that good. Alright, and it appears I can get my honey. So, there we go. I have 12 honey now, which is enough to buy. I want to trade honey. Let's see what I can get. I can get honeycomb, bee chair, honey walkway, and flower seed pack. I think I'm going to buy one honeycomb. I have no idea what that does, but we'll see. Is it a cosmetic? It is a cosmetic. Okay, that's good to know. So, how do I place down this cosmetic? That was simple. Okay, so it appears I have a honeycomb now. So, I guess I'll just put the honeycomb here. There we go, we have a nice old honeycomb. Hey, get out of my garden! You silly mole. Anyway, here we have our honeycomb. And now, oh my gosh, my line of nightshades has become quite pollinated, quite disco, quite frozen, I can see. Alright, let's go give some pollinating stuff to this guy. So we need 10 kgs worth of pollinated stuff. So I think a beanstalk will do the trick. And we need to wait another 3 minutes till that's there. So I will cut back once we have our honey. While we are waiting for our honey to be ready, let's make a honeycomb board. So let's get out the biggest board we have, which is this, and let's move it over here, backing up against the honeycomb. So like that, and then now with the new feature, we can rotate stuff up, down, and sideways, and all of that stuff. So we can do that. So we'll move it up to the top, like this. Then we'll rotate it around like this. Then we'll move it like... Oh my gosh, this is so confusing. Whatever. So, what I'm thinking is let's just move you out the way. Please. Please. There we go. Alright, so, come on. Get in my bag. Anyway, so we need to get down these platforms and get them on their side. So how we do that is like this. No, it has to be this, eh? Yeah, so now it's on its side. We need to rotate it. No, we need to rotate it this way, yeah, but then we also want to move it up. Why does this have to be so hard? Alright, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a board so I can put my honeycomb there. Come on. No, not this, not like that. Whatever, I think it would just be easier if I actually got something that was a board. So, I'm going to my secret treehouse to steal something from there. How you enter my secret treehouse is you come up here, climb up the durian. Oh, nearly. Put shift lock on so I can get there up there easily. And climb up the beanstalk. There we go. And now we're at my secret treehouse. I'm actually going to grab some board from here. I'm going to steal this. And I'm going to steal this big board there. There we go. So let's head back down here and place down the big board. There we go. And if we get that on its side, so like this, and then rotate it like... Actually, we need to get it here first. Then if we rotate it up, like that, like a board, then if we... How can we like move it up while it also being like level? This is so... I don't understand this new feature. If only it just like you could place it down how you wanted it to. Anyway, I think we can do it. So if we make the board this wide and thick, and then rotate it, no, then rotate it, no. How do I side rotate it? This is what? This is so confusing. So if I move it, no, if I move it up, move it up, and then if I move it to the side, no, it moves it to the side like that. It doesn't move it to the side like, ah, I get it. So then I move it like that. So if I get it right here, and then if I move it forward 1, yeah, so make sure it's even as well. Even Steven. There we go. So now what we do is we move it up, rotate it so it's on the thick side, and then move it this way. There we go. Now we have kind of a honeycomb board. So now we can place down our honeycomb. Where'd my honeycomb go? Oh, there. So let's grab my honeycomb and place it against the honeycomb board. Oh, come on. We can move it so it actually goes against the honeycomb board, please. Alright, I just have to rotate it manually. No, not that way. This way? No, not that way. This way? Yes, there we go. Nope, actually we need to move that more. There we go. Oh my gosh. Finally. Honeycomb. A honeycomb on the wall. Who knew some honeycomb on the wall would take that long? Anyway, let's head over to whatever this thing is, the honey compressor. Claim some honey. And now we have 19 honey. So let's see what we can get in the store. I'm going to purchase the honey walkway and the bee chair. That's great. So let's head over to the garden and start decorating with that. So if we go into the building inventory, grab an arch, rotate the arch like that, move it back so then it's like a honey, and then place the chair like this. There we go. And then move the chair back so it's facing, oh my days, so it's facing against it like that. There we go. And then actually maybe we should move this forward more to the front like this, and then also move the chair forward like this. Is that even? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, never mind. I need to move it one stud here. So there, and then now if I rotate it, there we go. We have successfully made a little honey entrance to a honey chair. How great. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!